This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
I'm really sorry. Bruce, Stevie, Julio, Dean, Tony, Lenny, Seal, Jared, Morrissey, Marvin, Harry, Bob, and Liberace. You were so close to making the cut, but even the first name only test didn't work for everyone we kept.
Liberace.
If you're not the Divo, then you better leave-o.
That sounds familiar.
Does it? I think it's completely original. Never heard that before in my life, but welcome to Baconsale. I'm Joel.
I'm Kent. And I'm Zach.
We'd like to thank you for listening to our last episode, our dancing scene episode.
Oh, that's really good.
It's pretty fun.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Let's just first say, Debbie Foster said, Kent
Debbie.
Dunn, you are killing it lately with the episode art.
Inspired by my friends.
This was simple but effective.
Listen, the photo shoots there. Zach taking a picture in a tan suit, but making a dark suit.
Oops.
Hanging off a tree in his front yard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That I had to go to my storage unit to acquire all that clothing
Thank you, sir.
that I had already packed. Oops.
Yes.
But thank you for that, Kent.
Yeah.
It was really great. Sam Ma says, thank you for introducing me to another blind spot I never knew I had. I've seen surprisingly few of these movies. Apparently, Sam Ma doesn't like dancing.
Yeah.
Gabe Litster says, this episode couldn't have been better timed. My brother and my now sister-in-law requested me to do a solo dance at their wedding. At the reception a week ago, to the shock and horror of the entire crowd, the Napoleon Dynamite dance was unsheathed, and I gave it my all. Honestly,
Wow.
a highlight of my life, and I regret nothing. All those years of practice were 100% worth it. So glad Joel brought it up. I can't imagine that anyone was looking at that going, this is dumb. Of course, they were looking at that going, this is amazing.
The best.
Fun, cringeworthy.
Not dated
Should be
whatsoever.
at every wedding.
Fun, cringeworthy. Speaking of cringeworthy, there was some suggestions made, especially on Twitter. Our friend Crew Dutler went through and played along and did some fun suggestions and brought up A Knight's Tale.
Yeah. Almost used that one.
Yeah, I must have been too young. I didn't remember
really?
that being super.
He said that, and I went,
but
"Oh yeah, that's."
all I remember is thinking they were supposed to be, they were supposed to match each other, and their shades of green couldn't have been more wildly different. That was really frustrating.
You're upset.
And then just quickly, I'll call out that Drew went back and listened to our law show.
Yeah.
And as a recovering lawyer, he says, he wasn't thrilled with what we came up with.
He destroyed us.
We kind of got roasted.
Yeah,
and
sorry, Drew.
Deservingly so.
Hey, guess what? It's going to happen again.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do his advice for the next time.
We'll see.
Yeah. But hey, thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for commenting. We had a blast.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about today. What are we talking about today, Zach?
We're talking about Divos.
Oh, I love Divo.
Divos?
Not Divo.
You must whip it. Licorice whip.
So back on Baconsale episode 476, Dueling Divas, back in November of 2024, we talked about divas. We had some of the most powerful female vocalists in one bracket.
It's such a fun show.
And we
With
gave
no controversy at all.
we
No.
gave the history of divas and all that. And then as part of the history, we said is actually a term, divo, which is the male equivalent of a diva. And at that moment, we all kind of looked at each other and we knew.
We're like,
We
next
knew.
year.
We're gonna do this.
We
Yeah.
knew that in August of next year, we were going to do it.
Yeah,
we had
for
it
sure.
pinned down to that specific episode.
You would be amazed at how far in advance we plan.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's interesting, though, because
we already have the end of year. There's going to be an end of year show. We already got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every female on that list was known by a name, whether it was usually their first, but sometimes the last name, but they're known. Whereas male divos, they may be like band frontmen, right? They may be someone that's been around and you may know a last name, kind of.
Yeah.
But it's not as iconic. But once you hear these guys,
There are some.
There are some.
But as Kent tried to create the list, the long list of divos that we then whittled down to 32.
like when I was like, Bob,
Yeah, he's like Bob, and I'm like,
Yes.
Bob Saget.
Marley.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we had that whole conversation. We whittled it down though to 32 divos that we had now have put on a bracket, which you can find at baconsale.com. And also at baconsale.com, you can find a Spotify sampler platter of all these different artists so that you then can get a taste of what they sing, how their voice is, and what their sound sounds like.
Yeah.
So you can have a stronger opinion about this. But we encourage you to go to baconsale.com, get the bracket, give it to your friends, give it to your family, give it to your coworkers, and have them play along, and then see how we do.
So just to be clear, how on earth are you deciding on these?
So Divo, kind of like you look. Some people think of diva as like a bad attitude, controversy, drama, and that is part of it, right? Because if they're a public figure, controversy generally follows. Diva may be their style, it may be their legacy, it may just be their pure performance on stage. But for me, I'm going to see it as like an iconic figure, and maybe with the voice to back it up. Sometimes not.
Yep. A powerful voice, I think, is important.
Yeah.
I do have here my original impact, longevity, and personal taste.
I love this. Yeah.
Breakdown of 33% original impact, 33% longevity, 34% personal taste.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about this also is, as I was doing the research, part of it was me Googling, is blank a Divo?
Yeah.
And what I found very quickly is that Google didn't like that. And so we were like, are they divorced? Is that what you're asking? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. That's not what I'm asking, but that's good to know.
Yeah.
So then I actually started Googling, is blank a diva?
Yeah.
So if we use the term diva during this, it's interchangeable in that regard because
it sounds really dumb when we say Divo. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Are we just
like
going to
the
say
band.
diva for the rest of
I
the show?
think we should just commit. And
I
say
think it'll
diva.
mix either way.
Okay.
But yes, so yeah, we may, so even though they're males, they can be called divas. I'll also clarify by saying this: when a female artist is referred to as a diva, sometimes that can be good, sometimes that can be bad. When a male artist is referred to as a diva, that's generally bad. Like
Okay,
at least in my
yeah.
research, that's what I've been finding.
We just took 3 minutes to say it's going to change every time.
Yeah,
someone
okay.
wins.
It's going to be this nebulous thing that
Yeah.
changes according
Yes.
to the argument we want to make.
Baconsale.
Baconsale.
Yes.
Got it. Well, let's just get right into it. Our first matchup is Elvis Presley.
Well, I bless my soul. What's so wrong with me?
No, that's the one you went with.
Yeah,
Sure.
wow.
We've listened to every
I'm
single
all
song.
shook up.
You're
that's-
caught in a trap.
That was two. That was right there.
You know,
That
there's
was-
a
that was
real
right on
chance that we could talk about him again sometime on the show. Versus Josh Groban.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains.
R.I.P. headphone listeners. I'm so sorry. Whoa.
All right, Josh Groban has 4 songs in the Hot 100. He sold over 25 million records. He's been on TV, Broadway, movie.
Should have warned up my vocals before doing that.
Movie cameos, but he's made his impact in music, which is funny because Josh Groban was famous like 20 years ago. There hasn't been much for him in the past 15 years.
Famous. I guess you're saying broadly famous.
Broadly.
I like Josh Groban way more now than I did back then. In fact, as I was going through our sampler playlist on Spotify, I was like, these songs? Really? But I guess they are the mass appeal song.
Yeah. He has a fan base called Grobanites.
Grobanites.
And Katy Perry's...
Ew.
Yeah, Grobanites, right? It sounds like something you need. Like it's like a lice.
Yeah, it
You got
sounds-
Grobanites in your hair again.
You get it when you go on a hike.
And Katy Perry's 2011 song called The One That Got Away is about her relationship with Josh Groban.
We've already had a whole show about Elvis on Baconsale episode 459, a little more conversation about Elvis. So I'm not going to talk about his beginnings, but Josh Groban originally studied acting but switched to singing as his voice developed. And then he was actually asked to stand in for Andrea Bocelli, who did not
Which
make
is
the
an
list.
honor.
He did not make this list.
Yeah.
But they were rehearsing a duet with Celine Dion, so it was just a rehearsal. And it was so well received that like he had him on talk shows after that, and that's kind of where he launched off about that.
Yeah.
Oh, he was an industry plant. I don't believe that story at all.
But here's I mean, regarding the diva status. Most people who knew Elvis described him as genuinely nice and a kind person, even going out of his way to help others.
Yet
Yeah,
he
it's-
lived a life of luxury, drugs, and sadness, and that's kind of a definition
But
of a
at the
diva.
same time, again, it's this, well, I don't know, bratty side of things that
Yeah.
Elvis didn't seem to, like, there's no reports that he was that way.
I feel like later in life, maybe so.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Earlier in life, no.
But from a stage persona, that diva end of things, the kind of more lavish show, I mean, come on. Elvis created an image.
So we are erasing Josh Groban.
Just like that.
Yeah. That's
Just
stupid.
like that.
Clean sweep.
Yeah.
I do love his voice so much. I'm going with an intimidation factor here. To me, a diva,
Because you could beat up Josh Groban?
No, when they walk in the room, am I like, I better not tick him off? Or is it kind of like, oh, hey, buddy? I feel like I'd be more buddy-buddy with Josh Groban. I'd be intimidated by Elvis
Oh,
Presley.
I have gained an anxiety-ridden heart, and I think that about every person.
Josh Groban is 5'11". I could take him.
Are we doing heights?
Listen, I want to know if I can.
We're talking about men.
if I
Of
have
course
better
we're doing heights.
wingspan.
Wow. Okay. Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Elvis wins.
Wise men say.
Okay. Our next matchup is Justin Bieber.
baby, baby, baby. Oh.
Wow. Really throw it back. And then Steven Tyler.
What's
No, not that one.
Dream on, dream on.
Dream on.
Oh, you were just going so high today.
I know.
It's too late for
It's
that.
too
What are you
early. My
doing?
throat's already hurting.
It's too early.
Justin
and
Bieber
too
from
late.
London, Ontario, Canada, and Steven Tyler from New York City. New York City. Justin Bieber has 2 Grammy Awards. Steven Tyler.
Oh, wait, Bieber versus Steven Tyler?
Yeah.
This is really tricky because
4
I
Grammy
think
Awards.
that from a diva perspective, they're very different,
Yeah.
Yes.
For example,
but they're both notable.
so Justin Bieber, like in the past 5-10 years, has tried to be out of the limelight and kind of just had bad publicity around him.
And his face went numb. I feel bad about that.
Yeah, but
Did it?
early
Yeah, the whole thing.
early in his career, he was late to events, including a middle school event where he kept them waiting for like 45 minutes because he wanted an Egg McMuffin. He's also been late for several concerts, and then he just says, "It's my gig. I'll go out when I want." Right? Totally diva behavior.
Yep.
Yeah.
He once walked off the stage
Yeah.
because the girls wouldn't stop screaming in Manchester. There was one TV appearance when he started yelling at the audience saying, "At least clap on the right notes. Come on, guys, stop. It's like this. If you're going to clap, at least clap on beat."
Yeah.
And then
They
also
were clapping on the 1s and 3s and not the 2s.
I saw this video of him by this guy. Like, okay, I didn't see before the video. There's a video of someone who walked up and was just like, "Oh, hey, Justin." He just turned around and said, "You guys suck." And I was like,
Oh.
what? And
But
then
his success is far higher than Steven Tyler
Yes.
and Aerosmith.
Well, is it really?
Yeah, there's 8
there's
number one.
not the longevity, obviously.
Oh, for sure. But there's 8 number 1 hits for Justin Bieber, whereas there's 1 number 1 hit for Steven Tyler and
How
Aerosmith.
many smash hit songs to a Michael Bay movie did Justin Bieber do?
None.
Okay,
He did a song for Arthur Christmas.
that alone should be something. Justin Bieber has dabbled in being a total brat of a child.
that's
Yes.
the word I'd use. I would not use the word diva.
No,
I'd
he's
use
a
the word brat.
But I also think that he is a recovering brat.
Yeah.
And as of
Yes.
late, especially like since backing away, I don't know that he's that anymore.
I feel like he was a kid who was dropped too early into the
100%.
pool of fame and was thrashing about, and he's still recovering from that. So I'm not going to fault him for it. But in regard to diva status, I got to give it to Steven Tyler. So I think Steven Tyler, with his scarves,
Yeah.
is more diva-ish.
I put Justin Bieber in the Miley Cyrus category of being a young person trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler has a prolonged career of being this lavish person.
Yeah.
And this iconic frontman, frankly.
Yeah.
But just the way he is,
Pure presence.
I have decided on this bracket that I'm going to make my decisions almost entirely on vibes.
Yeah.
And it's Steven Tyler has a strong aura of this diva.
Clean sweep.
Easy.
Yeah. You say Steven Tyler, but you do mean Stephen Victor Tellerico.
What?
Liv Tyler's dad.
Yeah.
Cool.
You mean Liv Tellerico?
Yeah.
Liv Tellerico's dad wins. Our next
Isn't that a Taco Bell slogan?
I think so.
Live Tellerico.
Bong. All right, our next matchup is Drake.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
Baby,
And Prince.
This is what it sounds like when the dove cries. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
The high up again.
This is a first rounder?
Yeah, that's a good one.
So Aubrey Drake Graham against Prince Rogers Nelson. Toronto, Ontario against Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Can I just read some of these stats for Drake, which is always going to surprise me?
Yeah.
13 number 1 hits. He has 81 top 10 hits and 360 songs in the Hot 100.
How is that even possible?
It feels fake. It feels so manufactured because I know Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
I'm not cool.
And the only reason I like Hotline Bling is because of the
memes?
mashup with the Nintendo Me channel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Which is a banger of a song.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. No, I went
Which you
through.
wouldn't know if you've never heard of it based on us humming it just now.
And maybe. Dun, 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 dun.
That's accurate.
Netflix.
With Drake.
We're watching Netflix on your Wii.
But you had to put a disc in.
Yeah. I remember that.
You have to type it in with that awkward controller.
Wiimote.
So Drake, is it a Canada thing? I don't understand it because
The
I
answer
went
is usually
through-
yes.
First of all, to find a couple clean songs for our sampler platter was a little difficult.
Sure.
But as I look through his songs, I'm listening to all these going, don't know it, don't know it, don't know it. But the guy has 5 Grammy Awards.
It's not your genre.
Okay. Prince only has 7. I mean, he has more, but still, I thought Prince would blow him out of the water, but this guy has 5 Grammy Awards.
So Prince is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Drake was named as Artist of the Decade in 2010s. has won 5 Grammys. Listen, I know you're probably going to say Vibes is Prince, but as far as like public beef and like a public star right now, Drake is like newsworthy.
Funny you should mention Vibes.
Yeah.
Because Drake was supposed to be on the cover. Rumor has it, so we don't get sued. Drake was supposed to be on the cover of the February issue of Vibe magazine
we say
10 years ago.
too. Vibe.
But he came to the set 8 hours late and refused to cooperate with the styling for the issue. He wanted to wear this bomber jacket, and they're like, "This is like the spring issue.
Yeah.
We don't want a bomber jacket." And he said the female stylist was too aggressive, and he wasn't a model and wasn't feeling the vibe, and he hopped in his SUV and left. Okay. That's a diva attitude.
It is.
Yes. Now, I'll ask you this. Did Prince ever get called out in the middle of the Super Bowl halftime show just because of beef?
No.
That's Divo Bay.
No, but Prince did do a sponsorship with beef.
Wait, so is
It's What's for
Kendrick
Dinner?
a diva?
Well, no, I just think that if you have beef big enough that someone is willing to bring it to the biggest stage,
But I do feel like
that means that you have an impact.
there was some very public beefs against Prince and Prince against other people.
Prince against copyright.
But Drake changed his name from Aubrey Drake Graham. Prince changed his name to a symbol.
Because he had to.
But his name
Yeah,
was Prince Rogers.
I know,
Nelson.
but to a symbol for like 10 years.
He did that because of a contract dispute, and so that's why he changed his
Yeah,
name.
but sure, but like
And he took
made
his
everyone
ball and went home.
he made everyone say the artist formerly known as Prince. And that to me is diva behavior because we didn't understand
Very
the
true.
context.
Fun fact, Prince once wrote, we need to tell music exec, he wrote this down, like I found this writings of his after he passed away, but it said, we need to tell music execs they keep trying to ram Katy Perry and Ed Sheeran down our throats and we don't like it no matter how many times they play it.
Oh, okay. So
Swipe.
I think he was trying to be tough, but they're like, yeah, we got you.
He also, Prince hated it when other people covered his songs.
Yes.
Also, I remember he was on New Girl in that episode. Mm-hmm. Well, apparently for that episode, they were like, well, we need some celebrities for a Prince party. So the crew invited some Kardashians to come and do a cameo.
Yeah.
They weren't in the same room with Prince, but they were going to be there. Well, apparently when Prince found out, he had all the scripts and call sheets burned because he discovered about that the Kardashians had been invited to do cameos. And he said, quote, they would never be invited to a Prince party.
Okay.
Here, I think that Drake is a bit of a poser.
Yes.
Oh, totally.
And I think that's why
It's
everybody...
pronounced poser.
I think that's why everybody has beef with him. I think that Prince found ways to have beef with other people, and frankly, time has not been kind to him.
No.
And posthumously, people, I think like his legacy is kind of coming out, and people are like, yeah, he was an amazing talent, and he was kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him, but it's interesting what people are saying, and I think that's diva behavior. So I'm voting for Prince.
Joel, what about you?
I'd never vote for Drake. I'm voting for Prince.
But Drake is such a punk.
You can give a pity vote
He
to
is
Drake.
such a punk.
I'm going to give Drake the pity vote.
I appreciate that.
But what are we voting on? That's the
Don't
question.
worry about it.
Prince wins. Our next matchup is Mick Jagger.
Hey, you get off of my cloud.
Wow, that one.
That's the one, huh?
What should I else have done? That showcases Mick Jagger.
For sure. It definitely does.
He's known for his nose flute.
Versus Sting.
Roxanne,
Wow.
you don't have to put on the red light. There
hot
was no note actually in
Joel
that
show.
entire singing.
Put on a hot light.
I should have gone with
Krispy Kremes?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
As we lie in fields of gold.
All right, so Mick Jagger has one top 10 hit. I mean, there's a Mick Jagger career. There's a Rolling Stones career, right? There's a Sting career. These are actually two really good ones. And there's a Police career.
Did Mick Jagger have a very successful solo career? I feel like he never got away from the Rolling Stone shadow.
I mean, he did have a couple hits as he had 9 songs in the Hot 100.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stones have sold over 250 million records, whereas the Police have sold 100 million records. Combined sales. Of
Rolling
him and the
Stone
Police.
have 4 Grammy Awards and a
Yeah.
Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Sting has received 17 Grammy Awards, both through Police and solo act.
So Mick Jagger has been an icon for 6 decades. He's known as one of the most energetic performers of all time. Sting comes off as extremely arrogant in interviews and appearances.
Yes, he's a pompous one.
But like critics still say he's a jerk, but he's still so fun to watch in concert. Right, so he has the talent to back it up. He's snobby, but that's okay.
This is a good matchup, I feel, because both of them have reputations for being
Right.
diva or hard to work with.
Yeah, but one's like
More in
okay. Sting is like the ginger ale of divos, right? You're like,
on.
you got a little spice to you,
Yeah.
Right? Mick Jagger is like,
I feel like Mick Jagger is maybe more conventional rock and roll, so he doesn't necessarily stand out to me.
Moves like Jagger. Is there moves like Sting?
Your argument is based on a crappy Maroon 5 song? I don't even know if that's Maroon 5.
May I quote Mick? Not Mick Jagger. May I quote Keith Richards, who's also in Rolling Stones?
Yeah. Now Keith Richards would win this, by the way.
So he said, someone asked him, "Is working with Mick a bit like working with your brother?" And he said, "No, it's like working with Maria Callas, who's a famous opera singer.
Yeah.
The diva is right, and we've got to try and put the music together without annoying the diva. If the diva gets too annoyed, then I get ticked off. Do you think that when we get together, we're all like happy families? Forget about it. We've been fighting like cats and dogs all our career. We're like brothers, and that sometimes we love each other, sometimes we hate each other." So, he also says, he says, sometimes we hate each other, sometimes we don't even care. I've been playing guitar and watching that bum dance in front of me for years.
Oh, wow.
So
He has no bum.
he's back.
Let's be honest.
He specifically called him out for diva behavior, which is why I'm going to give it to Mick Jagger.
Zach?
As much as Sting might be kind of, I don't know, better than you,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's quite enough. I think a prolonged career of flair gives me better vibes from Mick Jagger.
Agreed. Clean sweep.
All right, Mick Jagger wins this round. And our next matchup features Elton John.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I couldn't if I tried.
There we go. You stayed there.
Oh, honey, if I get restless.
I'll be by your side.
That's, okay, and Barry Manilow.
Oh, Mandy. Well, you came and you gave without taking.
But I sent you away, oh man.
These are extended songs today.
Yeah,
I love singing these. Also known as Elton John was Reginald Kenneth Dwight, and Barry Manilow is Barry Allen Pincus.
So Barry Manilow has three number... Pincus?
Pincus. Pincus.
I got that when I was a kid.
Reginald Dwight.
You gotta,
a great name.
you gotta wear some goggles. So 3 number 1 hits for Barry Manilow, 11 top 10 hits, and 28 songs in the Hot 100. Great songwriter. He sold over 85 million records. He's actually been asked if he's a diva, and he says, "I'm not."
Barry Manilow?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, then let's just close that case.
Yeah, he really is just a solid songwriter performer. He loves his craft and is just kind to his fans.
He's
Barry Manilow.
Kind of cheesy.
Actually, just cheesy, right?
May I say, in
You
my
may.
personal opinion, these two guys are very equal in like songwriting
Yeah.
ability. I feel.
No way.
But I think Barry Manilow has the better voice out of the two.
Yeah,
singing
I'll give you
voice.
that.
But can't smile.
Without you.
Boring.
You have
I
to
mean,
grow up.
Joel
I grew up
Boring.
in a Barry Manilow household.
Hot take. I mean, I don't think Elton John's voice is very good, and then
No.
it just
Yeah.
got worse over time because
Yes.
he did have issues,
Yes.
well documented. But that's not why you're listening to Elton John.
Right.
No.
Tickling the ivories.
I like Barry Manilow because your mom likes Barry Manilow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
So Joel has to vote for Barry Manilow.
There's a
here.
mom bias there. Mom bus number 5.
Mom bias. Wow.
A little bit of Barry on the bracket.
But is he leaving the bracket?
Well, the problem is I know both of you are going to vote for Elton John.
We are.
Is that
based
fair?
on the glasses in this round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to get to any other part of his wardrobe than the glasses, and Elton John wins. for
Ooh,
me.
Elton John's glasses beat
Elton
Barry
John's
Manilow.
glasses beat Barry Manilow's entire career. Yeah. I like the glasses better than I like Barry Manilow as well.
Give him the pity vote. Give him the
I'm
pity
going to
vote
give
for
the
the
pity
mom
vote to Barry
bias.
Manilow. In fact, me and Frank Sinatra will, because Frank Sinatra in the 70s predicted Barry Manilow. He said, he's next. Like, he's going to be the next
Okay.
big thing.
Wow.
And I don't feel like Barry Manilow ever got that big
He's a
success.
thing. He's a very
thing.
well
He's
known
a thing.
And he's popular
received-
with his genre.
If it was Barry Manilow and Burt Bacharach, I think that would be a pretty good challenge.
Yeah.
Right? Burt Bacharach probably.
is underrated. Okay.
Yeah, he really
What was
is.
it at work? What was the poll? Barry? Oh, Barry Manilow.
Can
was
we do
Neil
the
Diamond.
Burt
That's right.
Bacharach show?
Nobody would be awake the entire time, but I would have fun.
Yeah. Okay, I'll accept the loss.
Elton John wins this round. Next matchup features Bono.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
That's the drums.
Thank you for the percussion.
Yeah.
All right. And Bob Dylan.
How does it feel?
I'm just going to let you do it. Like a Rolling Stone. All right, Bono has 2 number 1 hits, 6 top 10 hits, and 34 songs in the Hot 100 with U2. And Bob Dylan has 4 top 10 hits. So no number 1 hits, but 23 songs in the Hot 100.
These are heavy hitters. Bono has 20. Well, U2 has 22 Grammy Awards, and Bob Dylan has 10. That's. I mean, That's a big number.
When I saw this matchup, I was immediately sad because I had to listen to either one of them. I'm not a
You
fan.
didn't enjoy listening to Paul David Hewson or Robert Allen Zimmerman?
Neither.
When I listen to U2, it's a beautiful day.
Nope.
Dun, dun,
I
dun,
like
dun, 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 dun.
40% of U2's music.
Fair.
I like 0% of Bob Dylan's music.
None of it?
I will say I had a
The guy has 40 studio albums.
I had a long day today.
Yeah.
I was moving boxes and doing all sorts of manual labor, and so I needed to take a shower, of course. And I was listening to this playlist, and that how does it feel? That song came
Rolling
on,
Stone.
and I literally was just like yelling to my Siri, turn it off. Stop it. Next song. I hated it so much, but I was stuck
You
with it.
just told people's phones to turn off our podcast, Zach. How does it make you feel?
We've talked about the EGOT a few times on the show.
Yes.
But Bob Dylan has 1 Oscar, 10 Grammys, a Kennedy Center's honors, a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, a Pulitzer Prize, and a Nobel Prize, which is a Ogrippin.
What'd you summon?
It's Bob Dylan. He's here, everybody.
Many people call Bob Dylan arrogant just because he's kind of a recluse.
Well, he
Yeah.
thinks he's better than the industry.
Like, speaking
He's
of
better than
glasses,
maybe,
he
yeah.
just puts on his sunglasses and kind of wants to ignore the world, right? Leave me alone.
he just wants to write music.
But also, speaking of sunglasses, you have Bono, whose alter ego
Can we
was
call
the
those
Fly.
sunglasses? Can we call what Bono wears sunglasses?
What would they be?
The guy wears
They
lightly
are-
colored
yeah.
tinted glasses.
But he wore those circle ones when he was the Fly. He has an alter ego. Remember in the 90s?
is it Paul David Hewson?
That is kind of Devo behavior.
that is big time Devo behavior.
But-
and that,
hold on.
And alternate personalities in the 90s will come up again on this show.
Is it him being a try-hard Devo?
A little bit.
But does that mean he still wins?
Is there anyone more tryhard than Bono? Obviously, known hater.
Jeez, you too?
I'm voting for I'm voting for Bono as the diva here.
I am also voting.
I'm
for
going to give
Bono.
it to Bob Dylan, but he doesn't win.
Bono moves on.
It's a beautiful day.
Now we have Kanye West.
Oh,
How can you be so heartless?
Yay. And David Bowie.
Star Man.
Wait,
you know he'd like to meet us. He's just waiting outside.
That was it. Ground control to Major Tom.
We already got a song, Joel. We're fine.
was that a song?
There's just like
you guys said one word.
the
Man.
What's the name of the song?
Goldfinger.
He's the
Guys, we have a matchup
the man
to do.
with the Ziggy Stardust.
Kanye West from Atlanta, Georgia. David Bowie from London, England. You got, man.
So Kanye West has sold over 160 million records. David Bowie has sold over 100 million. So there's a 60 million difference there. Kanye has won 24 Grammys.
David Bowie only won 6 Grammy Awards.
Okay.
Well, keep in mind, the Grammys
Kanye-
in the past 20 years, not very good.
It's a lot easier to get a Grammy these days. They have
that's
it
true.
very segmented.
Yes.
Now, this is a difficult one for me because I don't like to vote for Kanye in any way, shape, or form because I don't like anything about
But
him.
I had an opportunity once upon a time to literally do that.
yeah.
Vote for Kanye.
Oh, no.
But, I mean, you have a guy who had a lot of personalities and he did outlandish things.
Wait, are we talking about
And then
Kanye?
and you also have Kanye West, right? Or you also have David Bowie.
Because David Bowie did reinvent himself multiple times in different eras of his music. But I think that's more of the chameleon aspect rather than a diva aspect.
it's almost like when he went into the studio to create an album, he also created a persona around it.
Yeah,
right.
And
Which is
I think that
artistic.
is really cool.
But it changed music in the same way.
yes.
To be the theme of your album, of that era. Kanye West, he's a Devo, but marrying into the Kardashians kind of takes that away a little bit. Right? It kind of makes him, he's just controversial now, and he wants to be seen as controversial. He's worse than Bono.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Like Bono at least
Yeah,
would do
Kanye is
every once in a while.
Kanye is known for his polarizing cultural and political commentary.
Yeah, I think for the influence of Bowie, I think that is more of a true Devo, right? And I don't mean like sassy and dramatic. I mean it's like a game changer. I think Kanye West acts like a diva
See,
in the negative way.
he
in
does.
a negative
and this
connotation.
is the problem. It continues to be put up with. His behavior
Yeah.
is somehow put up with because he has put out some really good and influential music.
Back in the day.
He did.
Kanye?
He still did. Absolutely.
good and
Yes.
influential.
Just because you don't like the
He was-
genre, you
he was
cannot
seen as
say
one
it's
of the
not
best
good.
rappers of all
I
time.
just, I
I
You
agree
don't
with
like the
Joel.
genre.
it's not that I don't like the genre. I've literally listened to his music and I'm like, I don't get this.
And you've listened to David Bowie's music
So,
consistently. I thought it was
fair.
good.
A lot of stuff his. I'm like, I don't get
After
this.
he passed in 2016, I was like, that's it. I'm going to honor David Bowie. And once we got past the 4 songs that people know, I was like, I don't like this at all.
That's very good. I'm a fan. But here's the thing about Bowie. He was never self-absorbed or demanding as a person. He's actually a very kind person.
As I
None of us
understand,
want to have a short conversation with Kanye West.
Davy Jones was apparently quite nice.
Yeah.
So what are you guys voting for? Who's getting the Divo?
Oh, I'm
here?
voting for Ye. For sure.
That's Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel?
I can't. Because is this bracket? Who do we want to win this bracket? Someone who's just a complete jerk, or someone who's like got the diva persona but still good?
I feel like it's wrong if you get rid of David Bowie.
Somebody, you say you're doing a Divo bracket, and you're like, yeah, I think that David Bowie is a bigger Divo than Kanye West.
He's more talented.
I can agree with that, sure.
I'll vote for David Bowie then.
Okay, so it's 1-1.
Yeah.
So wait, dude.
I was trying to give you that opportunity. You didn't want to take it, so I'll take it.
I'll say this. When bringing up this bracket today and saying, yeah, we're talking about Divos, and it could be modern, it could be old school, people said, are you going to talk about Kanye? So Kanye gets the win.
Okay.
Now I got to find a song clip for him.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Your poor computer.
Yeah.
How could you be so heartless, Ken?
All right, Kanye wins this round.
Ugh.
In the night, I hear him talk the coldest story ever told.
Now we have Freddie Mercury.
This thing.
A color, I just can't handle it.
And Usher.
Yeah!
We're waiting for them to get to the actual Usher part.
Usher, turn it back.
There we go. That's the Usher part.
Cause baby tonight,
There we go.
DJ's got his phone.
Because yeah is like the male Moulin Rouge. It's everybody having a good time.
Yeah.
Everybody's bouncing around,
Right.
showing off their skills.
So Queen has sold near about 300 million records. Usher has sold over 100 million records. Usher obviously has the Grammys over Queen because Queen wasn't really getting Grammys at that point.
No, 4 nominations, 0 wins.
Is that right? Okay.
Zero
so no
wins for
Grammys.
Queen.
Crazy.
Oh, they did get a Lifetime Achievement Award, I think.
Yeah. But Freddie Mercury is in the Rock and Roll and Songwriters Hall of Fame.
You mean Farouk Bulsara?
Farouk.
Yeah,
Freddie
that's what I
Mercury's
meant.
name. And Usher, you guys want to know what his real name is?
Usher.
Usher Raymond.
Usher Raymond the Fourth.
So Usher has the vibe of...
from
There's
Texas?
3 others.
Yeah.
3 other people were named Usher.
Usher's from
Is it
Dallas,
like George
Texas?
Foreman and his George kids?
All the Georges.
Yeah. Usher is always trying to play it cool. Like, that's his vibe, right? Like, no drama. I got you,
I
baby.
do whatever my mom tells me to do.
Yeah. There is a video of him where he's at a French hotel.
Yeah, did
And
you watch it?
Yeah, I did. And he's waiting there, and essentially he waits there at the door until one of the staff members opens the door for him.
Well, like, so the staff member's back in the background doing
Yeah.
something. Like, he's busy, and Usher walks up to the door and just stops. And the woman he's with goes and opens the door, and then he grabs it, like, he can't take it from her, and then he calls the guy over
Yeah.
to keep it open for him. And I was like, dude, you should just open the door for your lady. What you doing?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And meanwhile,
Scream diva behavior to me.
Freddie was an onstage diva, but the thing that one of the things that Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, got wrong is he wasn't that dramatic off stage. Like, he's actually a really kind person. Yes, his life is very complicated.
The lifestyle.
Drugs didn't help.
Choices, yeah.
But everyone in his band said like the movie was very mean to his character.
Yeah, like he's not as a diva as portrayed by Rami Malek.
Yes,
But I got to give my vote to
the aura.
It's Freddie Mercury got the aura there.
Oh, for sure.
Like Usher
Vibes.
Usher's fine. Yeah, but some call him the king of R&B, but I don't think
I've always felt like he's an industry plant as well.
Agreed.
I feel like he is like a polished thing that is created in a lab to be popular.
Yeah.
to me, yeah, because I feel like he's kind of vanilla R&B. I don't see a real reason why he's as big as he is, because it's fine, but it's not like,
I mean, he hasn't
wow,
aged
what's
in
this?
25 years, but it's
That's
fine.
true. He's probably a vampire.
All right, so Freddie wins.
Freddie Mercury wins.
I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike.
All right, our next matchup, we're on the other half of the bracket.
Yes.
Moving right along is Michael Jackson.
From Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana.
This is the song part, and that's where you went.
Billie Jean.
It's not my love. Woo! She's just a girl who ain't that high in the world.
Every time. He doesn't need to do it.
High notes.
Okay, and Robbie Williams.
We got stars. Da-na-na-na-na.
Good
Millennia. Here's what makes
You
me
Only
so
Live
mad.
Twice,
Guys,
James Bond.
I'm a new big fan of Robbie
Because of
Williams.
the monkey movie.
Because of the
Yes.
monkey movie.
Because-
You pick which one.
Yeah.
What was the actual name of the movie?
It was Better Man.
Better Man. So when that
Turn
came
on the
out,
bummer.
Robbie Williams actually made the joke that he feels very fortunate, very lucky, but he says he's now a diva after 3 decades of being an unknown in Hollywood.
In Hollywood, but at the same time, he's always had this huge ego.
Yes.
Very, very famous in the UK. Like, we can't really talk a lot about Billboard success. It's there.
They actually have to bring 3 trailers just for his ego to concerts.
Totally. He has 7 #1 UK singles, and he has 13 albums that hit #1 in the UK. And he has the Guinness World Record for selling 1.6 million tickets in a day. And guys, just for UK success, 75 million records. That's
that's
astronomical.
I don't know why Robbie Williams isn't big over here in the US.
He's awesome. I love him.
Like having lived over in Europe for a
Yeah.
time, I definitely know him. I know his songs, and I got to like a number of his songs. But I also got to know that he's kind of a diva.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know why he hasn't caught on here.
Is he more of a natural diva, being a boy band guy, and then kind of going into like a drug-addled life with?
I think it's just that kind of I'm the coolest guy in the world vibe he puts
Because
off.
then you have Michael Jackson, who's like awkward. We'll just say awkward, right? But there's
Awkward
the
and
presence.
uncomfortable.
Yes, but I hate that Robbie Williams is up against Michael Jackson because it's like the legacy of legacies, and Robbie Williams, who is super talented and vain.
Yeah. And
Right.
it could go far under different circumstances.
Right.
We're not obviously not going to vote for him here.
We should also say these were seeded according to album sales.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons
Okay,
why they put it.
but has Michael Jackson got his own movie yet? No.
He's got a stage play on Broadway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And a
that's a bigger
cirque show.
Yeah. There you go.
Ken, do you want to give your pity vote to Robbie Williams?
Please.
Hold on. You're getting into the movies? I was waiting for like later rounds to talk about movies.
Okay.
But,
Well, let's just tease it for now.
no, I can't in good conscience
He
say
did
that.
have a movie, Kent. Captain EO. True story.
I can't in good conscience say
story.
I'm gonna pick Michael Jackson over Robbie Williams, but I do think that Robbie Williams would win a lot of matchups on this bracket.
Yeah.
And again, just I know him by reputation, even though I don't really know his music. And when
Yeah.
you started talking about the movie, I was like, I'll try. I'll listen to. Maybe I've heard some stuff. I just don't know it's Robbie Williams. 2 songs. is
Oh,
all I
wow.
do.
It's time.
I do
They're
like
really
that
good.
Millennium song, but that's just because it samples
Rock
James
DJ?
Bond. So,
Rock DJ, Feel.
sure.
Yeah.
A lot of good ones.
Nope.
Wow.
Candy.
Nope. Yeah, maybe Candy.
Dun,
Maybe that was
dun,
one,
dun,
yeah.
dun, dun.
But
Dun, 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 dun,
not only
dun, dun,
is
dun.
it the music, but also the reputation. And while I do know Robbie Williams' reputation, the other guy's Michael Jackson. So Michael
Yeah.
Jackson wins.
My baby, it don't matter if you're black or white.
Our next matchup is Frank Sinatra.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.
And Rod Stewart.
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, baby, let me know. Pack a solo.
That's
So-
Piper is down.
Oh my gosh.
Let's do the whole scene, Joel.
Guys, we have really similar sales and Billboard success here. 150 million albums sold for Frank Sinatra and 120 million for Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart has been knighted. Frank Sinatra got the Kennedy Center honors and has won 11 Grammys.
Frank Sinatra, 59 studio albums. That is an insane amount of albums for someone who was active from 1935 to 1995.
So the original list was a lot of crooners, like old school crooners. And
Yes.
this is kind of the holdover that we have for the crooners. Is he representing? Like your Dean Martins
Yeah.
and your Sammy Davis Jr.'s?
He seems
Yeah.
to be the poster boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Dean and Frank were probably the big ones.
Did somebody say Dean?
So Rod Stewart's known for his wacky hairstyle, his loud suits and scarves. He's also banned at the Holiday Inn
What?
because
He did not stay at a Holiday Inn
he
Express
had
last
a
night.
band called Faces, and they'd always stay at the Holiday Inn and would trash every room they were in. So he's banned for life.
Zach, I think you'll appreciate this fact. Rod Stewart is a car collector.
Cool.
And he owns one of the 400 Ferrari Enzos.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is that a big thing?
It's a cool car.
There's 400 of them, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a big deal. There's 400 people that own those, right?
I mean, that's pretty rare for a car. That's not the most rare.
Frank Sinatra has a reputation for being difficult to work with, and he had a very strong temper on movies and in the studio.
Yep,
go ahead.
Oh, he's known for his mood swings. It was directed at people he thought have crossed him, which included journalists who gave him.
He would
bad
fight with the
reviews.
press a lot.
Yeah, publicists, photographers.
He had many public affairs as well.
As many, yeah. Also, he was obsessed with cleanliness. I found out. He developed the nickname Lady Macbeth because he kept like showering and switching his outfits and cleaning his hands.
And he made deals with witches.
Yep.
But he doesn't have flash.
Frank Sinatra?
I think he's got flash. It's just that old school flash.
Yeah, it's whiskey flash.
It's standing out there with a glass and a spotlight and controlling the room.
Rod Stewart's got flash, man.
I feel like
He's got flash.
I feel like the longer Rod Stewart lives, the more that flash is tarnished.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's kind of turning into Frank Sinatra.
Did you guys see the stuff from
But
his
like,
last concert?
Not a good thing.
No.
He's singing Forever Young. Forever
Does he look
Young.
like Frankie Valli?
And he uses, he uses an AI generated version to show deceased celebrities hanging out in heaven together. So it's like
showed Ozzy Osbourne.
And Tina Turner. Ozzy Osbourne and I can't think of any of the other ones.
That's awful.
Lisa
I'm
Lopez.
offended, and I want to see it.
It really was like, I watched the video and I was like, I get what you're going for, man, but
No way.
yikes.
Hate that.
Also, Rod Stewart is a model railway enthusiast. Wanted to point that out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I think Frank Sinatra was the Divo of his time, and I think Rod Stewart is kind of a wannabe Mick Jagger. So I'm going for Frank Sinatra on this one.
Of his time, I'll give you that. And I will also vote for Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Also, music way better.
Yes.
I don't know. I really do like a lot of Rod Stewart songs.
Of course. That's fine.
I'll give a pity vote to Rod Stewart.
Sure.
My heart's not totally in it, but I feel like he deserves some Divo recognition here because he does have apparently a pretty big attitude about who he is and what he does.
Frank Sinatra moves on.
And did it my way.
Now we have Garth Brooks.
I got friends in low places
where the whiskey drowns and the bear chases. Why did it turn into like Mumblecore Eddie
We
Vedder at the end
started way too low. And Neil Diamond.
Sung blue.
That's all you need.
Wait, I think
You got the vibe.
I think you're going to join in. Today.
So good.
Turn on your hot light.
Okay, so we have Garth Brooks, who has 170 million records sold, and Neil Diamond has 130 million. So 170 to 130.
13 Grammy Awards for Garth Brooks, and you get 13 Grammy nominations for Neil Diamond. He did not. He did get a Lifetime Achievement Award, but he has not won an award yet, nor probably will he before he passes. I am worried about this episode, by the way. We're talking about a lot of these rockers who... there's a Baconsale curse that happens sometimes when we talk about someone, and then before we release the episode, something happens to that person, and then we release it. We're like, we recorded it before, we swear.
So Neil Diamond, is that what you're saying?
I'm saying we're talking about a lot of old
Do you want to give an
people.
honorary tribute to Neil Diamond right now? He's apparently a class act. But he does have a weird style. Neil Diamond does, where it's a lot of sequins and like colors. He looks like he smells like your grandma's house, right? And he always has.
That is so accurate,
Right?
though. Yes.
But he loves his fans. He memorizes their names at meet and greets. Garth Brooks, guys, I'm making a case for Garth Brooks right now for being the bigger Devo.
Okay.
He has an alter ego of Chris Gaines.
That was weird. For those of you who don't know, Garth Brooks retired, quote unquote, and briefly reinvented himself. He came on as like Chris Gaines, this emo rocker wearing leather and had a soul patch.
And it was for a movie that never came out, by the way, but it was a full like pre-soundtrack before the movie was ever going to come out.
Weird.
And it was bad, too.
Yeah.
That music is bad. He did, appearances on daytime talk shows.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like the Rosie O'Donnell show.
But I think that's something he wanted to do to diversify like the variety of his music, right? And I feel like that's a little bit of vanity for Garth Brooks.
You want vanity and maybe Devo behavior?
Yeah.
How about a guy who refuses to let anyone stream his music?
Is that Neil Diamond?
Was that Garth Brooks?
Oh,
You cannot
literally
stream Garth Brooks music.
Our Spotify playlist, I had to find substitutes, like cover versions, because he only allows it on Amazon Music.
Yeah.
That's like
And
the only
that
place
is
I had
even,
no
that is
idea.
even fairly recent. For years and years and years, if you wanted Garth Brooks music, you had to buy it.
And here's the thing. I feel like with both Prince, who did this, and Garth Brooks, who did this, when you remove your music from streaming, because Prince didn't believe in the internet, but Garth Brooks just didn't want his music out there.
He didn't believe it was real, or
He thought it was a fad.
Oh.
But I think that kills your future vibes. Like, people start forgetting about you. And I feel like that's the deal with Garth Brooks right now. He was a big thing, but I don't think people think of him as a big thing now.
he was enormous. He was rock and roll country. He was the biggest thing in the world, and he is fading fast.
He is literally the best-selling solo album artist of all time.
I think
United
it
States.
gives him more credibility. I think being that snobby is better for him. And I think he has a better voice than Neil Diamond for sure. Sweet Caroline is the worst.
Okay, can we talk about how people have ruined that song?
Yeah, exactly.
I give you ba ba ba. It's literally right there. You are playing the role of the horns. That is fine. But the so good, so good, so good. It's
the worst.
Get out of my life forever.
I think if Neil Diamond died 30 years ago,
Didn't he?
Guys,
he's going to die after this
you
show.
forget what happens.
My
The
vote's for
Baconsale
Garth Brooks.
curse.
I think having an alter ego and being a snob and being talented and being so well, like you think of country music and people are still like Garth Brooks. Still.
I think that Neil Diamond is pretty flashy.
Yeah. But like
somehow-
flashy because he has sequence.
Yeah, it's
So
just
light
the sequence.
reflects.
Like, I would invite him to dinner.
Yeah.
And be fine with that. So I'll definitely vote Garth Brooks.
So you guys know how many households have two parents, we'll say.
Yeah.
I was raised in a Barry Manilow household, yes.
Yes.
But the mom was Neil Diamond. Wait, the dad was Neil Diamond? I don't know.
Who liked what?
No, I said my mom these are my mom's like two favorite artists,
Really?
Barry Manilow and
Okay.
Neil Diamond. So,
so you have bias here.
I'm going to give a pity vote
bias.
to Neil Diamond
That's fine. I like Neil Diamond.
because he turned on my heart light. And my dad hates him, though. My dad hates both these artists.
Oh, jeez. Well, Garth Brooks wins.
Thunder rolls and the lightning strikes.
Now we have Ed Sheeran.
Dum, 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 dum,
I'm in love with the shape of you
And Lionel Richie.
all night long.
all night.
Oh, yeah. All night long.
All night. Okay.
Hello.
Ed Sheeran is the opposite of Aura, right? Like he has a good
He
voice.
has negative aura. Yeah.
He's an aura vacuum.
So he has 2 number 1 hits, only 2, 9 top 10 hits, and 58 songs in the Hot 100. He sold over 200 million records.
Is an aura vacuum an auric?
Ooh.
Lionel Richie has sold over 100 million. So that's 200 to 100 million.
Yep.
Lionel Richie's in the Songwriters and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Ed Sheeran will get there eventually.
Well,
Oh, he'll be there.
Ed Sheeran has 17 Grammy nominations, only 4 wins, though.
Yeah.
Whereas Lionel Richie has 4 Grammy Awards, including Song of the Year for We Are the World.
But here's the problem. Both guys seem really nice.
Yeah. do.
I don't see diva behavior.
If I may quote a previous candidate on our previous bracket, I'm
Okay,
gonna call her
sure.
a diva. Taylor Swift said, "When someone is as approachable and outgoing as Ed, you know you're not going to deal with tantrums or diva-like behavior that I really have no patience for."
He's
Well-
easy to make fun of, and he'll make fun of himself.
Did you see yesterday?
But also a previous candidate for our Diva show, Katy Perry. She was on American Idol with
Yes.
Lionel Richie and said all he does is give positive critical feedback. That's it. They're both guys are just super nice.
What
They
are
are.
they doing here?
They're not going to last very long.
Except for Lionel Richie does stalk college students, allegedly.
blind college students. Ken.
Oh, thank you. That makes
Clarify.
it way better.
She knows every bit of his face and can reproduce it very poorly.
Every
in
bit of
close.
space.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't look.
We're talking about the music video for Hello.
Hell, it's really bad, actually.
I love it.
I think based on the 80s, like celebrity, I think that's more Devo-esque,
Sure.
right? Because he has the look. He has an iconic look, whereas Ed Sheeran, his face would get lost.
Oh, the only reason. Okay, that obviously my quote was an anti-diva endorsement for Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
But also, there's a moment in "Dancing on the Ceiling" by Lionel Richie when he just looks at the camera and goes, "Say what?" And every time I see that, I'm like, "That's attitude right there."
Sassy.
So I'm giving Lionel Richie the vote.
That's
Me too.
it. Just purely on vibes. It's easily Lionel Richie. Now, hold on. I'm sweating right
hold
now.
on.
It's quite warm, but suddenly it's getting chilly. In fact, out of hibernation for Christmas, this next matchup features Bing Crosby. I'm
Dreaming of a white Christmas.
I was getting there.
but also Michael Bublé.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Okay,
the sky.
I was
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Okay, I was going through the sampler bracket or the sampler platter playlist.
Yeah.
Right. It's 2 songs from every artist, and generally Joel does a decent job of putting some contrast in there.
I try.
So the first, Bing Crosby song is White Christmas, and I was mad. I was
Yeah.
like, why would Joel? He did other music. Why are you
I know.
putting it on here? And then the second song came on, and I went, oh,
His second highest.
that's why it's White Christmas. I don't know this.
Second highest non-Christmas streaming song was like, "Oh, Polly, drop your gun" or something like that.
It was
Put the gun down, Polly, or something like that.
his singing was quite good, but I did not know the song.
So Grandpa Bing has 3 stars on the Walk of Fame.
Grandpa Bing.
He has an Oscar for Going My Way. I didn't see album sales, but Michael Bublé has 75 million records sold and 5 Grammys. Rumor has it that Michael Bublé cheated on Emily Blunt when they dated. So from
That
2005
jerk.
2008.
Wow.
Right? He
What
actually
a
said,
rock star.
He actually said he used to be seen as a jerk, but he's a really nice guy now. And he says it was because he was insecure before
But
with his fame.
he does require one local team hockey puck in his dressing room as part of his contract whenever he goes to a concert.
What?
Yeah, he's a Canadian hockey fan. Like, you're not going to convince me he's a diva.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but Bing Crosby?
I know. This matchup's weak, okay?
No. Bing Crosby
this is
is
boring.
like.
Can we
was the
bring Robbie Williams over
he
here?
was the first triple threat of movies, TV, and music. Like,
Yeah, but he wore cardigans. Michael Bublé wears cool
you saying
suits at
divas
least.
don't wear cardigans? Have you listened to the Cardigans?
Actually, not kidding. Earlier today.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Loveful?
No, losing my favorite game.
Oh, favorite game
my
is so
favorite
good.
game, yeah.
Yeah, from Gran Turismo 2. So good.
Yeah. Weird
So
aside.
good.
Bing Crosby's my vote.
The reason that we're talking about the Cardigans right now is because these guys don't have any aura. There's no Divo sauce here.
Is it like going
Bing
to the
has
bread
Divo
aisle
sauce.
and being like, Wonder Bread or Grandma Sycamore?
You guys,
Right.
Bing Crosby had a dark side. Just saying.
Did he?
Don't look into it.
Go on.
It'll ruin it for you.
Give us a teaser.
He just gets angry. He gets angry. and
Oh,
he
I
gets-
could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that generationally, right?
Yes.
Like he strikes me as like being, boomer mean and like a little racist. Like it's just
but
kind of the vibe.
Peace on earth, goodwill to men.
That was
And
David Bowie that
also,
sang that.
you
Yeah.
don't deserve rights. Like I can see that happening. Okay, so for that alone, I'm just gonna vote Bing and move on.
You convinced me. Wow. That song.
Joel, did you also vote Bing?
I did. I
Okay,
voted
there we
first,
go. No, Bing Crosby wins, I guess. Our next matchup features Bruno Mars.
When I see your face. I can't go high. It's just the
Well, this whole thing is-
I should change. You're amazing. Just the way
Gotta start lower,
you are.
buddy. A little bit lower. Versus, oh no.
Oh.
Joel, warm it up. Warm up your voice a little bit. Axl Rose.
Oh, sweet child of mine.
Homie.
Well, sweet child of mine, homie. All right, so Bruno Mars has 9 number
Also
1
known as
hits.
Peter Gene Hernandez.
Yeah, he sold over 150 million albums. And Axl Rose with
William
Guns
Bruce
N'
Rose
Roses.
Jr.
William Bruce Rose Jr.
Billy Bruce is the man's name.
He sold 100 million records. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Bruno Mars, I feel like it's too soon, guys. It's too soon.
He's got that 24K magic diva-ness, though.
Yeah.
Which was a decade ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's still putting out hits, right? As a songwriter,
Is
as
he?
a producer.
He's
Die With a Smile is a pretty big song.
Is that the one with
Lady Gaga? Yeah.
That she did as a favor to him to help pay him off his gambling debts, allegedly?
What?
Apparently.
Gambling or Spotify debts?
Apparently. He has got like gambling debts, and that's why he has to do like Vegas residencies. This is what
No.
they're saying. Yeah.
Wow.
And that Lady Gaga did this as a favor to him because she knew it would be a hit.
By the way, Bruno Mars.
That's what they say.
Bruno Mars got
Allegedly.
his start as a child Elvis impersonator in Hawaii, where he's from.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, if you ever watch Honeymoon in Vegas, he's one of the little kids that are the
Really?
Elvis impersonators.
Axl Rose has apparently been a jerk to everyone, but especially his band.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been arrested
Yes.
more than 20 times. And when Guns N' Roses broke up in 1994, Axl kind of said, "See ya, Slash and everyone. I'm just going to hire new guys. We're going to call ourselves Guns N' Roses." Like the legacy was gone. Everyone fought. They eventually reunited, but it was just lost potential at that point.
Yep.
But
He-
Axl Rose is dramatic.
He is, and he started feuds with other bands like Metallica and Nirvana. He's got that diva status. I got to give my vote to Axl Rose.
I don't know how to describe this, but go with me here.
Okay, go
I
on.
think that you've got a person, and let's just picture a person, and he's kind of dull, and he's got a shoulder angel and a shoulder devil. The shoulder angel is Bruno Mars, and the shoulder devil is Drake. I feel like they're weirdly cut from the same poser cloth.
Okay,
A little
I can
bit.
see that. I can see that.
I think you're being too rude against Bruno Mars.
I like Bruno
He's
Mars,
everyone's
though.
little brother that's really talented.
His Super Bowl halftime show was stellar. One of
His
my very
band
favorites.
Supersonic, there's so much soul there.
Silk Sonic?
Silk Sonic, that's what I
Yeah,
meant.
I love Silk Sonic.
Yeah, I think in 20 years, Bruno Mars will be one of the biggest performers of all time.
What? No.
Yes.
No,
Not if the Vegas Sharks get a hold of him.
one of my most listened to songs in the last like 5 years is "Leave the Door Open."
Okay,
I
yeah,
genuinely, I will listen to that song
how that
on
goes.
repeat. Leave the door open. I'm gonna leave the door open.
By Supersonic.
Silk Sonic. Look it up. It's very good. I guess we have to go with Axl Rose though. 'cause
It's Axl Rose.
Axl Rose.
Because he's kind of a jerk.
He's
I like that we're voting for
a lot.
jerks
No,
first.
but here's the thing. He used to be really talented. He was one of the voices
he
of
was
the
the
time.
next big thing.
Yeah.
And the problem is he knew it.
Yeah. And he was told all the time.
And he had
Yes.
the lifestyle to match it. We'll
Yeah.
talk about that more later when he goes against Bing Crosby. Wow. All right. Axl Rose wins. Our next matchup features Billy Joel
Uptown girl. She's been living in an uptown world.
and George Michael.
I will be your father figure. Joel and I actually met and we're so happy of all the songs. We're cute. Stop matching me. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. We're so pleased. Okay, so Billy Joel has sold over 160 million records, and George Michael has sold over 120 million records. Billy Joel's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Songwriters Hall of Fame. What is George Michael's real name?
Gregorios Karakos Panayatou.
Michael Cera.
Whereas Billy Joel's William Martin Joel.
All right, so George Michael, when he was famous, he purposely tried to create this air of mystique, and so he didn't talk to the press. He wanted to be seen as a snob just to make sure that people thought he was cool. Even though he was really nice, he just liked having a private life. A lot of drug and legal issues, though, for George Michael.
Yes.
Billy Joel, he's like self-serious, and he's kind of rude about other musicians.
Yeah, no, he's kind of the jerk status. He's got
Yeah,
that
right.
He's got that New York City vibe going on.
Better
with
than
him.
you. He constantly looks like he thinks he's
And in fact,
better than you.
He said, Billy Joel said, there's a running joke in the band. Don't ever give Billy a compliment because he'll just tear your head off.
Wow.
You're allowed to criticize me. Let me know if I screwed up. Maybe it's a New York thing. We don't take compliments well.
It's hard because Billy Joel has like The River of Dreams, which is not a Devo song whatsoever.
Music and persona on stage?
Yeah.
No way.
Right.
But apparently,
Attitude?
human beingness,
Being a crappy
he's
human
like
being.
kind of a crappy guy.
Yeah.
Maybe? Like,
You guys realize though that after River of Dreams, he really hasn't made music since
Yeah.
then. Like he did some classical compositions, but really kind of just retired back in '93.
It's still rock and roll for me. That's a cool song.
No, but yeah, there are
Yeah,
great songs.
sure.
But are we voting for jerks this first round, and then we'll get into their music? Is that how this bracket is
I
working?
think so. I think we're settled on.
I think George Michael tried to like show a face of being a Devo at the time, but he was good.
I think he also just tried to like encapsulate the time,
Do you want to know why?
the
I think-
image.
Yeah.
Here's why I'm giving my vote for George Michael. What's the other guy in Wham's name?
Oh, hold on.
That was that.
No, hold on. That's
great.
not a case.
That's a case.
They made a whole movie about it.
Because he literally is like, I'm
Oh,
George
it's right
Michael.
there.
I'm the star. I'm going solo. Whatever, you. This is me. This is my
Is
show.
it Careless Whisper? Is that also why?
Okay, that's the question: is Careless Whisper Wham or George Michael?
It's Wham.
It doesn't.
Isn't
matter.
it?
It doesn't matter. I don't know. On Spotify, it was listed as George Michael. But you never know because it doesn't matter. He is bigger than Wham. And if you're bigger than Wham,
who's
you're
going to be
obviously a diva.
Who in the 90s would have been on Light FM 100? That's the question.
It's literally on the
And
same
it's-
album.
and it's Billy Joel.
It's literally on the same album.
And so I think, George Michael probably
It's a
gets
Wham
the win.
song.
I think George Michael's probably the bigger Devo.
Of the time, though. You
Yeah.
know, I honestly believe this. If George Michael was like now,
Yeah.
he would clean up.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
He'd be awesome.
Yeah, he would.
I love George Michael's music. So easy vote for me here. Is
Andrew Ridgely.
Andrew Ridgely. Is that his name?
That's the other guy's name, yeah.
Billy Joel?
No. Wham.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's another guy in Wham.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Who's the other guy in Billy Joel? Joel. There's Billy and there's
John.
Joel.
Elton John is the other guy.
Oh my
generally.
gosh.
Bigger Elton fan. Okay, I'll go with George Michael
Okay.
based on vibes alone.
Clean sweep.
And our final matchup of the first round, oh my gosh, we're only through the first round, is Eminem.
Well, this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me because we need a little controversy because it feels so empty without me.
Na, 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 na. versus Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
I love.
SEXY back.
I can't believe none of us went with, we only got 4 minutes to save the world.
Hesitate. I like that song.
Grab a boy and grab a girl.
Unironically, loved "Sexy Back."
Yeah.
That came out when I was in high school.
Oh, for me, it's
I love that.
Cry Me a River. You got the same.
I like it. I like just how Cryin River starts with,
No. Timberland. Okay, so Eminem has sold over 220 million records. Justin Timberlake has sold 117 specifically million records.
I think that Eminem came on the scene, throwing shade,
Yeah.
causing beef,
And he did.
as a move to like establish himself. And then he became firmly established.
Yes.
And now he's like a family man who goes to Detroit Lions games.
But would
I
you-
think Eminem is really cool.
but would you mess with him? He walked in the room. Would you be like,
I
hey, what's
would.
up, Eminem?
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't mess with Joel Hilton.
Oh, thank you.
And you couldn't be more different.
Lose
Eminem
yourself.
is 5'8". Like,
He does look short.
so here's the thing. Eminem started beef
Marshall
with
Mathers
the
the third.
previous contestant on our diva bracket, Mariah Carey.
Who
because
has he not started a beef
no,
with?
but here's the thing. He wanted to date her, and when she wouldn't date him, he started like making fun of her in his songs. And so she made songs about him. Her songs were so much more popular. He always got shamed and humbled. He couldn't even take on Mariah Carey.
This is Eminem.
This is Eminem. The guy is still trying to be cool
Justin
and
Timberlake's
have a
written
lot of
couple burn tracks
attitude.
too about exes.
Justin Timberlake, based on pure tantrums and behavior alone, and I will say, like the soulful credibility from 20 years ago, I think he's more Divo than Eminem.
Yeah, I think both then and now over time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, Eminem caused beef, and I think that was strategic.
Yes.
To build a name.
I feel like Eminem is not like, you know how we gave Justin Bieber the Brat Award.
Yeah.
I think Eminem is Angsty Teen Award. Like
He's also like 57.
he's just like grouchy all the time, and you're
Yeah.
like, we're at Disneyland. Are you having fun? No. Then I'd have to bleep out what he said after that. So yeah, I'm giving this to Justin Timberlake as the bigger diva between the two.
I just want to say, "Lose Yourself."
So good.
It's one of the greatest songs.
Yeah, how does it
ever
hold
written.
up so
I
well?
don't know. I was listening to it and I was pumped, man.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. And his clean versions are on Spotify, so they can be on our playlist.
Insane. It's crazy. Yeah, Justin Timberlake for me. Easy vote. Justin Timberlake moves on.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric.
Which brings us to round 2.
It goes faster from
We're
here.
gonna go a
We
lot
promise.
faster.
Yes.
Are we going to sing as much?
No, I may not sing at all.
Are we going to sing? Yeah.
If we feel it.
Our first matchup. And I'm just going to use first names now and see if that matters.
Oh, good,
Okay.
good.
First, Elvis.
Walking through a body in the county jail.
What we
That's
just
all.
talked about. Okay. And Steven.
Crazy, crying, amazing. Crazy, crying, amazing.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So Elvis Presley versus Steven. Elvis has the first name.
Steven.
Steven could be anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be Costello.
But he's the demon of screaming. Steven is.
Yeah.
Steven is the demon of screaming.
Elvis Presley won the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award at age 36. That's crazy. One of the most significant cultural figures of the 20th century. And he was seen as a threat to the morality of the youth at the time. That's crazy.
That is. Especially
Right?
when you look back. Yeah, it's just
Whereas Steven
insane.
Tyler was seen as a threat to scarf makers.
This is
them all.
rock and roll versus rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this is a really clear like difference in genre to me.
I feel like there are people in here who could take down Elvis Presley. I don't think Steven Tyler is the one to do so.
Steven Tyler had more of a rough like youth in rock though, like based on the relationships he kept. Probably drug use, probably about the same for both. Elvis was probably a nicer guy, I'd say.
Which one looks more like a diva? I mean,
Steven Tyler.
literally.
Yeah.
I don't know. Steven Tyler to me, I think encapsulates a lot of this more. Just because Elvis had like some flair at the time, he was a showman. I don't know if that equals diva.
And I'm thinking ending era Elvis, like
Yeah.
white jumpsuit Elvis is the diva, whereas I think the
Do you think
50s Elvis is
full
the
career.
Do you think the Christian albums, which were half, would take away from the Devo status?
I completely.
Yeah.
You're going to say that the bigger Devo is the mama's boy
yes.
versus the rock star?
Zach, Steven Tyler.
I think Steven Tyler.
You guys are knocking out Elvis.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think he's a better artist, but I don't think he's a bigger Devo.
Yeah.
What are we voting for?
It doesn't matter.
No,
Just move on.
I'm going Steven Tyler And
Just knocked out a number 1 seed.
there we
man.
go. I'm fine with it. Steven Tyler wins.
Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laugh, sing for the tears.
Now it's Prince
Could you be the most beautiful girl in the world?
and Mick.
I saw a red door and I want to paint it black. Okay.
I was going to do Ruby Tuesday.
Mick Jagger to me is Steven Tyler, but good, but cool. Like he doesn't, having seen him in concert and he was 85 years old, I was like, wow, that guy still has it. He has everyone, men, women, everyone in this arena just watching every single move. The guy is aura. He's been going for 6 decades.
I think Mick is living the rock and roll lifestyle, and good on him.
Yeah.
But when it comes to diva status,
Yes.
I think of all the beefs that Prince has started with other artists. I think of all the times he's denied people the ability to cover his songs. I think about him saying the internet is a fad and I'll never put my music on there, and all the lawsuits he's had. Even
listen.
what's her name? Sinead O'Connor. She sings "Nothing Compares to You."
Yeah.
Better than his version. And apparently when she met with him, she refused to be one of his what does she call him, like proteges, and so he physically attacked her and she had to run to the neighbor's house for help.
Woo. Okay.
Diva.
Okay, Mick Jagger. So Prince fits in the 80s. Mick Jagger changed the 60s. Like his music changed the 60s. It made it more.
Prince isn't the 80s. Prince is everywhere and everything.
But
he's
Mick
an ethereal
the Rolling
blue
Stones
mist.
brought appeal to rock and roll. He was a counterculture figure at the time for a long time. And I just think based on his performances and that he still has it, Mick Jagger.
But that doesn't necessarily. I don't know. If talent or even showmanship was the
these are-
deciding factor,
this
there's
is
no
a-
way Elvis would have lost.
This is one of the final mashups I feel it should have been.
The
This is like-
Rolling Stones. Think about the behind the scenes stories there
the
are.
Rolling Stones is
All
a group.
the women.
Prince is one man, and occasionally he made a revolution.
Occasionally.
Because he's Prince. That's all you need. Prince. If you say
I
Mick,
can't get no
Mick, people are
Yeah.
like,
It's
Who?
just some random British guy.
Yeah.
Jagger. All you have to say is Jagger. Prince, you're like, oh, Prince who?
Most people.
No, you say
William?
Prince.
I had a crush on Prince William when I was 12.
If you say Prince,
Do
people
people
who you're
know
talking
about Prince because of Adam Levine? That's got to knock him down a couple notches, right?
true.
Joel, you've convinced me.
Ah, dang it.
Prince.
Get off my cloud, Kent. That's your name.
Yeah, Bat Dance moves on.
Bad dance.
Now we have Elton
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
and Bono.
In the name of love, one more in the name of love.
Elton John. Elton John.
John. Oh, yeah.
Listen, Bono, like he's a big activist, and I think there's some
Yeah.
good causes he's behind, but
Yeah,
he's
for
smug, preachy, and pretentious. He lets people
Oh,
know
so he's Irish.
about
Kidding,
Who
kidding.
gets wow? Who gets mocked more for their diva status? I submit that Bono has gotten mocked more.
You're right.
Because of his ego and his persona than Elton John has.
Yes.
'Cause Elton John almost is self-referential humor and self-depreciation.
There is something about Elton John that feels like he's in on it too.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, in the-
we all know this is
Yes.
a game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
the big suits, the big feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun.
I gotta vote for Elton. though.
Sparkly
Same.
Dodgers outfit.
I want to say Bono, but I gotta vote for Elton.
It's Elton John. Elton John moves on.
I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in the world.
Now, Kanye versus Freddie.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
Don't finish that.
That's why we're doing short clips now.
Is this the real life?
Is this just fantasy? I've said it before. I can't ever vote for Kanye in good conscience, so I'm going to vote for Freddie Mercury.
I'm fine voting for Freddie Mercury
Yeah, me
as
too.
well. Without
Kanye
too much
made it far
fuss.
enough.
I'm pretty proud of.
I don't want to have to
getting Kanye to
like.
this
Okay,
point.
can I just tell some Kanye stories real quick?
Yeah,
Just real quick.
Please don't.
Like personal ones?
There's a whole when I worked as a bodyguard for Kanye. No, there's a guy named Steve who worked as a bodyguard for Kanye. He came up with this like article. You can read it. It's out there. But he talked about how one time he got in the elevator with Kanye West at the music studio, and Kanye just stood there with his arms folded and then said to the Steve, "Are you going to press the button?" And he says, "I've never been here. I don't know which floor." And he flipped out, squealing that his time was precious and he couldn't believe I hadn't called ahead to find out which floor he worked on. I explained, "We have three options here. You tell me the floor and I press the button, you press the button, or we stand here." And eventually, after a long awkward pause, he told him what the floor was, and Steve pressed the button.
I would have just pushed a button, then ran out as soon as the door opened.
Look, is Kanye the right choice here?
Yeah, probably.
The bigger Divo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I want to talk about him anymore?
No.
Freddie
We're going,
wins.
we're going with that balance of both Divo-ness and talent.
There's so much logic on this show.
Yeah, for sure. Our next matchup is Michael.
I did it my way.
Frank Sinatra.
But you got,
Yeah.
that
Jumped
Michael
I
thing.
jumped ahead.
And Frank.
Really excited about this matchup.
I really like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Big fan.
But
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
It's like so easy.
I'll give a pity vote to Frank.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Why?
Because I feel like he
Just
was
'cause you like him?
He was like the diva of his time. Like he
was.
really was. He didn't like when people talked down to him.
Sure.
Yeah.
He thought he was better than maybe he was at like acting, and
He was
he
bad
thought he
at
deserved all the roles and all the fame.
He did not.
rocking the boat.
So yeah,
Yes, I feel you. I think that with Michael Jackson, you get a person that is equally known for who they are in both their art and their personality.
yes.
So-
Although I do feel like Michael Jackson's diva status wasn't necessarily diva. I feel like he's
His diva status, I think, comes down to the paparazzi that followed him. Right? Every move he made was seen.
Did we create him?
Oh.
Michael Jackson wins. Next is Garth.
what are you laughing for?
Just this matchup.
Standing outside the fire,
And Lionel Richie.
My love.
my love, my love,
My endless love.
I
You
don't
can go
know
with
much,
Hello.
but
No, that's Aaron Neville.
So it's Garth Brooks, right?
Yeah, it's Garth
Obviously,
Brooks.
We talked about how nice Lionel Richie was.
It said that Garth Brooks may be a serial killer, allegedly.
Honestly, guys, we could do an entire Lionel Richie episode. I feel like he has that wide range of music, but he's not a diva. At least from what I know.
Chris
And then-
Gaines wins.
For the first time in his life.
Now we have Bing.
Why is this so
Did
easy?
you
I gotta
ever
say-
see a
hold on,
dream
stop.
walking?
Okay.
I gotta say the full names this time. This matchup features Bing Crosby versus Axl Rose.
Bing and Axel. Bing and Axel.
I feel like Axel would throw a chair at him, like wrestling style, like right in the back.
By the way, Bing Crosby's real name
Oh,
is Harry
wow.
Lillis Crosby. Harry Lillis Crosby Jr. I feel like
That's where they get Bing from?
Yeah, well, Bing's probably from when he just walk in a room and go Bing.
Would love to hear Bing Crosby sing like "Sweet Child of Mine" or "November Rain."
Whoa.
Don't. Somebody will do it with AI and I'll be so
Whoa,
mad.
Sweet child.
Josh, where are you?
of mine.
Okay, Axl Rose.
Axl Rose.
Yeah, obviously. And, okay. I actually really like this matchup, and it will be much tougher.
Ooh.
George isn't a thing. George
Yeah.
Michael.
Because you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith.
And Justin Timberlake.
Can't stop the beat. Wait, can't stop the feeling.
Bum, 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 bum,
Dance,
bum,
dance,
bum.
dance. Okay.
I'll be on my suit and tie. Never mind.
I will be your father figure.
Okay, who do I like more as an artist?
Freedom.
George Michael.
Who's
Who-
maybe who's the bigger diva?
It's ramen hair.
Who maybe possibly allegedly faked Lyme disease to get out of his tour to go to rehab?
Yeah.
What?
And
Because-
stop singing altogether.
Because Lyme disease is covered by tour insurance, and
Is that true?
that's what
who
people
did
are
this?
allegedly saying.
Oh, Justin Timberlake, because he's got a lot of bad publicity.
We're
It's like-
dating this episode, by
Yeah,
the way. That's very
yeah,
current.
rumors.
I don't know. With all that's gone on with Justin Timberlake and the rise and fall over the years,
I'm having a tough time
both personally and professionally, interesting.
Would you guys like me to help you out? Justin Timberlake's recent world tour crew. The which tour?
Which tour?
The world tour.
Okay.
His crew said, in quotes, he's coming off like a diva, a tired artist throwing tantrums, giving half-hearted performances, and letting fans do most of the singing. And let's go back to 2007 at the MTV Video Music Awards. The female stars of The Hills, remember that show?
No.
Okay.
I do.
Was that the real OC? No, that was Laguna Beach. They were presenting...
You're saying words now.
Okay, so these female stars of the Hills were presenting the award for Male Artist of the Year. Justin Timberlake won, and he wouldn't go on stage. And then Timbaland comes out, grabs the award from these women, and then hands it to Justin Timberlake, who smiles and takes the award. And then Justin Timberlake said in his speech, MTV, because that's how he talks, MTV, play more dang videos. He didn't say dang. We don't want to see The Simpsons or reality television. Just being a jerk after
the
winning a
reality
big
TV
award.
stars are standing right behind you at the
Yes.
time.
I mean, is he wrong? No.
Here's the thing, though, Kent. You talk about how he barely performs at his concerts anymore.
Yeah.
George Michael isn't even touring.
Joel.
Yeah, hey, you got to have faith if you want to see his shows.
He had a heart attack. He's
got that-
Christmas.
No.
You don't say Christmas. That makes it sound worse.
He did though. What? The very next day, he gave it away.
Oh, you stopped that.
No, but literally, look at how he died. Look at how he died in red.
Wait, is that true?
Yes.
He gave his heart.
Pause the show. Look it up right now.
Very next day, he passed away.
You say he donated his heart?
No, he died of a heart attack on Christmas.
Oh, I thought you meant he donated it.
Today I learned fun facts. Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
It's Justin Timberlake. All right, moving on, Weaver, to our great eight or elite eight.
Elite Eight.
Steven Tyler and
Loving
Prince.
an elevator.
All right, I don't know if we're singing at this point. We're not
I'm
Elite Eight.
singing anyways.
Steven Tyler and Prince.
Okay, I got to give it to Prince. I think Steven Tyler does have a very big diva persona and a very prominent stage position. But I think Prince is almost the definition of what a diva is in the way when they recorded We Are the World, they invited him to come in. And he was like, I want my own room. And they're like, no, we're all singing it together. He's like, I'm not doing it unless I have my own room. They're like, then you're not doing it. And he's like, fine.
I think Steven Tyler, in his love for attention, maybe gives him the edge, though. He loves, he doesn't really perform anymore. There's some health issues, but he loves
neither does
performing.
Prince.
Right. When did he die, Zach?
2016.
But I think Steven Tyler and Aerosmith, they put on a show, and he loves it. I think Prince almost hated the fame.
No,
he had the talent to back it up.
I think he relished the fame. I think
Did he?
I think Prince loved the aura he's created around him because he does have that aura. You've seen it in Chappelle's show sketches and New Girl, where people are like, it's the weirdest
New
thing.
Girl
going to
comes off
Prince
as
party.
shy.
But at the same time, he's got that aura.
He does.
He has an aura.
It's
Steven
just
Tyler-
purple velvet. That's
Steven
all
Ty-
we're talking about.
No, Prince has an aura. Steven Tyler has an odor. It's probably mothballs.
Zach?
I do think that one of the most memorable things to me about Prince is when he did the Super Bowl halftime show. He was singing Purple Rain in the rain, and it was so awesome.
Yep.
I just want to say that. I don't know if that affects my vote, but I think it's real cool.
You're stalling.
I am stalling. I don't know between the two. I feel like I've been championing Steven Tyler and maybe brought him to this point.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have
You wanna
much
let him go?
ground left to stand on, so
Okay.
I'll vote for Prince. Prince goes to the final four. And next is Elton John and Freddie Mercury.
Yikes.
Very big 70s figures.
Sir Elton John, by the way.
Yes, yes.
Sir.
Early in Elton John's career, he was seen as a diva because he had temper tantrums that he later blames on drugs.
But just barely, he invited a bunch of cameras into his recording process. He threw the same diva fits.
Yeah.
He stormed off the stage. The guy really does have
Guys,
that diva attitude.
This is like a final right here.
It really is.
Like two of the most flamboyant artists out there.
But
Their
They
stage
also have the
presence
talent to back it up.
was out there.
Here-
Yes.
Here's where I'm going to go with this between Elton John and Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
Is that both of these guys have had movies made about them.
Yeah.
Both of them put them in a diva status
Yeah.
in the movie.
And one of the movies is way better.
And one of the movies they've said, that's not really true. That's not who he was. And that's Freddie Mercury. Mm-hmm.
Isn't it funny that the fantastical musical is somehow more accurate?
I know.
Yeah. So I'm going to vote Elton John just because no one said that's not Elton John is in real life. Whereas Freddie Mercury, they have said that.
I agree. It's Elton John.
I think it's Elton John too.
Ooh, another one
Just
bites
got
the dust.
so much flair. Elton wins. All right, now it's Michael Jackson and Garth Brooks.
Oh.
And holy moly.
We have pushed Garth Brooks really
That
far.
is a titanic matchup,
Because
though.
he is Michael Jackson definitely has that kind of I get what I want attitude. There was one where he brought his whole entourage to a hotel and they knocked down a wall to make room for everybody. And
Yeah, but he's not the guy. He tried to, for obvious reasons, tried to hide from the public eye. Right? I mean, there were bigger news things about Michael Jackson, but he was a really shy person.
I could see that.
Garth Brooks, I don't know if he's shy or not. He just kind of seems like just a general performer. Maybe a jerk
because the thing
behind
is
the scenes.
He definitely apparently has some sort of like behind the scenes diva behavior, but I got to give it to Michael Jackson on this one. I feel like, much like Steven Tyler being pushed along as far as he was,
Yeah.
I feel like Garth Brooks has had a kind of an open path, but this is his first real challenge. So I got to give it to Michael.
Zach?
Garth.
Why? Convince me.
Because he's so drama. I don't know. I don't hear stories of like, behind the scenes, Garth Brooks was a real cool guy. But I do hear that about Michael Jackson quite a bit.
Michael Jackson bought the Beatles' entire discography.
That
Bought
ticked
the
off
rights.
Paul. That ticked off Paul.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's kind of a power play right there.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just did it to do it, huh?
Uh-huh.
He did it to make money.
And the Elephant Man bones.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I've chosen wrong.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson wins.
Okay.
Michael Jackson wins. Okay. And finally, we have
I love that Axl Rose is still going.
Axl Rose and Justin Timberlake. And listen, here's the deal. I'm just going to go off of the final four. If you tell me the final four is Prince, Elton John, Michael Jackson, and Justin Timberlake.
No, it's not right.
Axl Rose, dude.
Axl Rose, dude.
He is like he's rock and roll diva.
Yeah.
Or not rock and roll.
Like he's
diva.
representational of the genre.
The hair metal diva.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's a different thing.
I
It's
think
very
because
dramatic.
he's such a jerk, but the talent was totally there. The theatrics were all about it. He should have been around for decades with that kind of talent.
They both have burned bridges with their previous bandmates.
Yeah.
But I do feel like there's a possibility for NSYNC getting back together.
Well, they did in the third Trolls movie.
Right. Right.
Is
we're
that
counting
cool?
that now?
Is that Divo status right there?
Did the old Trolls thing really knock Justin Timberlake
Yes.
down some notches?
Yes.
Were they in the same room with each other?
No.
But I feel like there's a chance for NSYNC to get together. There was no chance for Guns N' Roses to get back
No,
together.
they did get back together.
But I think one of the reasons...
Not all of them.
One of the reasons NSYNC...
George Michael's not there anymore.
One of the reasons NSYNC won't get together is because Justin's a diva.
Mm-hmm.
But not as much as a diva.
He's too good for
Not
that.
as much as a diva as Axl Rose.
Oh, I don't want to... That guy was in Big Fat Greek Wedding. I don't want to perform with him.
The fat one was?
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Joey Fat one. Axl Rose.
Axl Rose.
Yeah, Axl Rose. I hate Guns N' Roses, you all know. But I'm cool with this choice.
Said woman, take it slow. Things repeat
Final four, baby. Let's just look at them again.
Oh, boy.
Prince, Elton John, Michael Jackson, and Axl Rose. I love this.
Me too.
This is great.
What a weird bracket.
I'm stoked on it, though.
I don't even know what we're ranking
I
still.
think we ended up in a good place.
I think
If we go like if we get any, I don't know,
From here
legit
on out.
here, it's not going to be fun.
no.
From here on out, I have to balance now between talent and diva status.
I just want reputation.
I think
I'm in my reputation era.
Right?
I think two of these people are very talented.
Just two.
Maybe just two.
Should we just break off and do we're not even doing matchups. We just do a four. All four right now. We just pick one winner in the Thunderdome.
No. Let's do this. Let's do it traditional
Fine.
way.
Okay. Prince versus Elton John.
And what are we defining? Is it just aura? Is it vibe? Is it attitude? Is it talent?
It's whatever I want it to be because I'm a diva. if it's who I like more and all those things.
Okay.
Because clearly if they're
Now,
here,
Kent, seeing
they've
as
earned
you
it.
are the diva of Baconsale, where are
Yeah,
you going
indeed,
first? in this?
indeed. Wait, I lost my edge.
Everybody does.
That's you.
I'm the diva.
Yeah, you are. So Prince is known for his wide vocal range and his loud androgynous style. Elton John is known for the flamboyant costumes, the feathers, like the peacock feathers behind him.
This honestly feels like this should be the final two to me.
It really could be.
Elton John and
Yes.
Prince would be the final two.
Do you want me to go over like some of their success on Billboard if you want?
If you want, well, hold on. You were
Okay.
talking about flair and pizzazz.
Yeah.
Like Prince doesn't have that.
No,
It's
they both do.
spades.
Yes.
I mean, Prince was always wearing super tall high heels.
Yeah. With this purple velvet
With purple velvet suits, like
suit. And
crazy.
It's like bouffant hair
whatever
all the
that
time.
was. He
right.
constantly looked like his hair was, like he had it wrapped in curlers.
And he ate something sour. Like he had a warhead in his mouth. He's like,
I think that fewer people like Prince. Though.
Is Elton John a high school nerd that is trying too hard to dress up and have something unique about them?
Are you talking like he's in the room?
Because as a former high school nerd
Yeah,
that
there's-
wanted attention,
You don't think Prince was the high school nerd back in the day?
Have you seen him play guitar? There's no way he was the nerd. There's no way.
Yeah, he's actually so good.
He's so good.
There is a little bit of Reginald to Elton, and you don't see any humanity in Prince. You know, like he is
Rest
the
in
music, and
peace.
the music is him. I don't know.
Okay.
Whereas Elton John, you're like, yeah, you're kind of a cool guy, and you're just really.
Elton John has sold 3 times the records that Prince has.
I want an Elton John show, but he's not done. He's putting out his collaborations.
They will him on stage.
He's putting out his collaborations.
He's
with
half
Dua
piano
Lipa.
at this point.
Can we do? Can we please do an Elton John show?
By the way,
Can we do a Dua Lipa show?
Yeah.
her career isn't over yet. By the way, Prince was
I
not
beg to
fond
differ.
because Prince's real name is Prince, and he was not fond of that name and wanted people to call him Skipper instead when he was young.
Well, Skipper.
I just like that fact.
Whereas Elton John seems like his name would actually be Skipper. Okay, hold on. When Doves Cry, Kiss, Let's Go Crazy, Purple Rain, The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. Whereas Elton John has Candle.
I have my vote.
Crocodile Rock, Benny and the Jets.
I have one of these artists I have called overrated on the show before,
Ooh, that is Prince.
and the other one I have never called overrated
Because he's not.
because he's not.
He's very appropriately rated.
So I got to give it to Elton John here.
So you're going based on talent
I think
and
diva status.
You like him more.
they're neck and neck here for me. I think neck and neck. Elton John and Prince are diva status equal.
So you're just going into
So I had to go-
personal enjoyment.
I had to go with the longevity, with the presence, and with the initial impact, with longevity and the personal preference.
I think we're underselling though. Like Prince as a producer,
Yes.
as a songwriter, he has an impact and fingers in the industry that I do think go beyond Elton John.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because influence is held in different ways. You know, people would listen to and be around Elton and feel, that maybe that influence. But like literally, Prince is writing songs and ghost writing songs for people that become massive hits. And once you really know that, you're like, oh, I should have seen it. It's so obvious because Prince has a certain style. And so you're telling me that this guy not only has this big, impact in his own performance, but behind the scenes, he's also pulling strings as a producer.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I don't know.
That's why it's neck and neck for me. I had to get
Elton
the edge.
John, he has the longevity of a career, but I think has become quite the teddy bear.
Yeah, I agree.
I hate the rewrite of.
You don't think Prince would have become a teddy bear in his later years?
No, not at all.
He's
And
the
he
scarecrow.
didn't. He got worse, and I don't like the rewrite of Candle in the Wind. There, I said it.
You
going
want the
Prince?
English Rose?
Nobody did it. Nobody does.
I like English
You
Rose.
going Prince then?
I'm going to go Prince. Yeah.
Then I'll just
I'm
say
feeling
this.
good about it.
One of these performers sang and played at Princess Di's funeral and is now going to play at the funeral of Prince. Elton John's going to win.
All right.
The Funeral Prince was like 10 years ago.
No, I mean in the show. We're not going to talk about how he's really dead. That's for Zach.
So Elton John wins?
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I really like Elton John. Please, may I have an Elton John show? Okay. That's actually so many albums.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
would
rather
take
not.
31.
In 2 years.
31 studio
In 2
albums.
years. Let's do an Elton John show, but start now.
I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me round again.
Okay. And for the other matchup for the final, Michael Jackson and Axl Rose.
Hear me out.
This is a good matchup
Hear me out.
too.
Best performer, singer, dancer of all time, Michael Jackson, right?
I was best performer, singer, dancer, and Michael Jackson.
And okay, and I'm going to kind of pull back singer a little bit, right? The talent was perfect for his range, right? The songs were perfect for Michael Jackson. And we could do so many shows about Michael Jackson, whether they were a bracket, a category, a tiering show, whatever. But when it comes to being a Divo,
We should do a Michael Jackson song bracket.
we totally could.
That would be fun.
I think Axl Rose should actually be the winner here. I think Michael Jackson, if we're going, we all know Michael Jackson, duh. But Axl Rose is like quintessential for who he is, the time. That's what he's known for, almost, other than his range, being a Divo.
But I feel like if I were working in a concert venue,
Yeah.
and they came in, the artists came in with their writers saying what they wanted, and like Axl Rose says, I want all green M&Ms, or Michael Jackson says, I want all green M&Ms. I would do it for Axl Rose because I would be afraid he'd beat me up. Whereas I do it for Michael Jackson because I'd just be kind of intimidated by him. It's like, okay, yeah, we don't want to mess with Michael Jackson.
Well, you'd want to please him, right? You'd be
he's like the big star.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a very different vibe coming from why I think they're both divas.
Here's another vibe. Michael Jackson could literally just be elevated on stage in his outfit, in his glasses, and people would scream and cry for like 10 minutes. Because that's Michael Jackson on stage.
And they did.
And they did. But I think he's a little too naive as a person. I think he is a little too
So you're saying
shy.
Axel knew what he was doing?
Yes. And I think as far as like, I'm a rock star, so you better treat me like the rock star. I think it's a little
That
more
is so
Divo-ish.
pompous and cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My personal opinion.
Michael earned.
He
He earned his presence.
is
right
that
on.
we would, if we'd have said, hey, we're doing a diva bracket, and the final two were Prince and Elton John, people would be like, oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
And now we have Elton John standing on one side, and I'm like, well, who makes more sense in that context? I feel like it has to be Michael Jackson.
No.
This is, to me, we could have the true final round was the last matchup. But this is the behind the music final round, right?
Yeah,
this
sure.
is the kind of the other side. This is you are going to genuinely watch documentaries in horror on both of these people for one reason or another.
Yeah.
So would you say because like of the paparazzi industry that Michael Jackson kind of created as well?
Yes.
That adds to the aura, the mystique
I'm just thinking
of
about
Michael
someone
Jackson.
who can walk into a room and be like, I want, feathers on the wall, and I want a large pink elephant over there, and people will be like, yep, okay, yep.
For the record, the green
you believe it.
The green M&M rider was Van Halen. And I have a Van Halen T-shirt. Everybody knows.
Oh, yeah.
And
Here we go.
The reason that they did the green M&Ms was because they wanted to make sure that the stage crew was paying attention to
Right.
the directions for the stage equipment.
Yeah.
In their defense,
No, they did it. They did that.
Your Honor.
I'm going to cut that out of the show.
I don't know here because I knocked out Elvis earlier today. Can I knock out Elvis and Michael Jackson in the same bracket and like live with myself?
How strong of a punch you got?
Well,
I think it's
I can
easier.
take Axl Rose right now.
I think it's you could. I think it's easier to have the attitude of Axl Rose go against Elton John. I think Michael Jackson loses too easily.
I think that Axl Rose has become more known for his antics and not necessarily his music. I think that he was such a big, larger than life personality.
Yeah.
And I think that Michael Jackson had the eccentricities that were put up with because he was so talented and he put on such a big show. So for that reason, I'm voting Axl Rose.
Would you vote Kent?
Axl Rose.
Oh my gosh.
I'm voting Axl Rose
That shocks
because
me.
I think he's more. I think he's more reputation.
That is a bad one.
I think it's more reputation. So I have now knocked out Elvis and Michael Jackson, of which I'm a fan of both. You
fools. I didn't think you'd do that.
And that means that our final round is Elton John and Axl Rose.
That does not feel right.
I disagree.
Elton John. Elton John is my vote here because that is when you think of all the eras of Elton John, where he was the crazy 70s performer and then the comeback he had in the 80s and the resurgence he had in the 90s. He has such a wide range of talent, and he's also commanded, he's maintained that kind of diva status throughout it. He's never lost that touch.
I would say he's lost the touch. I would say both of these performers, as they've aged, are kind of embarrassing to watch at this point. Elton John can still dress up, but he's a big teddy bear dressing up in a lot of flair. Axl Rose still wants to perform, but he's lost his voice, right? I think the legacy has waned for both.
Okay with AC/DC for a minute.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
okay.
Yeah, but he's lost the
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses voice
Yes.
from back in the day. And I think Elton John, he can barely move.
Out of these
Right?
two people, though, Elton John's the only one that started a feud with Madonna that lasted for many, many years. He called, I don't know if I could say that on Baconsale. You guys know, what do they call that thing when you take off paint off a wall? What do they call that? Like the chemical you put on there to take paint off a wall?
Lacquer? Or not lacquer.
Yeah, a
Thinner?
stripper, kind of thing, paint stripper. kind of thing.
stripper?
Yeah, he called her a fairground paint stripper.
Oh, okay.
And a nightmare.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I just think Madonna being the big diva she is. And
knows?
Elton John being the diva he is. I just feel like that makes sense that they'd have a feud with each other. I don't see Axl Rose having a feud with any other divas.
Kurt Cobain,
Divas.
the guy from Motley Crue. What's his name?
Tommy Lee?
Divas.
No, the other one.
other one?
Yeah, the other one.
The not Tommy Lee one.
And Slash.
His own bandmate.
Yeah.
Oh, does that mean you're voting for Axl Rose?
No, I haven't
necessarily.
decided. Not
Okay,
necessarily.
I will throw
I'm
this
just saying
out there.
he's a punk, right?
He absolutely is a punk, and that's why I put him here.
That's how we've allowed him to get this far, because he's gone past people with maybe a little more soul, right?
I know, certainly a lot more talent. Reminder, hate Guns N' Roses.
Oh, I think Axl Rose was extremely talented.
was.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I think he's lost
I didn't
it.
like what he had to offer, but yes, I
Sure.
will not deny he had a talent, pizzazz, flair that is worthy of him being here. That's why I've put him here.
And Elton John is an EGOT. Just
But
putting that out.
With an ego.
When this show,
That's what I was going to say, with one letter away from ego.
Oh, nice.
when this show was being conceptualized, this kind of came, from a conversation with my wife where we were talking about artists who are simply known by their first name. Their reputation almost precedes them. We were talking about divas, and absolutely in the breath of every big diva, where you had Whitney Houston, you had Mariah Carey, and you had Elton John. And you Kent, when we were first putting together the diva bracket, Elton John was on it.
He was on it.
And we thought, we're just going to do a pure Devo show. And we took him off. But he almost made the final cut of the diva bracket. And that says everything. Elton John wins in my bracket.
That's a great point.
He wins.
Call it, Zach.
Elton John wins. That was good. The Devo.
That was very good.
Thank you. Wow. Saving that one the whole show.
So there you go. It looks like Elton John is the winner of our bracket, but who was the winner on your bracket that you printed out or just downloaded at baconsale.com and then played with all your friends? Let us know. Let us know on Facebook. Let us know on Instagram. Let us know on Twitter if you agree with our assessment of who the biggest diva is, or however you voted. Let us know that too, because I'm still not sure how we did.
I knocked out Michael Jackson and Elvis. Let me have it in the comments. That's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. But before we go, us divas here in this room would like to give some love to our patrons, those who help us keep our diva status here in the Bacon Cave, which includes the I Am the Listener tier that has in it Taylor Sanderson, Some Guy, Scott Sprague wants his nickname to be Biceps, Sawyer Western, St. Shannon and Sir James West, Ryan and Marley, Rocky and Steph, Lady Terry A. Finley, Juice the Cooler King Swallow, Jennifer Kilkowski, Casey Cummings, and Adam and Rachel Crump. And then we have our Bacon Council, which includes the other Brit Johnny English, the one, the only Chris Anderson, Stephen, everyone's favorite Ross, Star Wars expert Kyler, our favorite couple, the Madsons, Nicole D. Kale, Her Royal Highness Jessica Terry, Glow Clin Daniel, Debbie Foster, and Beaker.
Thank you, patrons.
Thank you, patrons. You are the crocodile to our rock. But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76Joel on Twitter. You can find me performing with Quickwits, who perform at the studio at the Parker Theater. For more details, go to qwcomedy.com or go to the Quickwits Facebook page.
You can find me at Twitter at Kenny3DD. You can find me on Instagram at KenCDunn. You can read my movie reviews at ShowtimeShowdown.com.
If you'd like to connect with me, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Zachary Western. But more importantly, make sure you're following Bacon Sale. Please like that Facebook page and then go to at Bacon Sale on Twitter and Instagram. After you've done that, go to tpublic.com/Bacon Sale, where you can get yourself some merch. And fun fact, I was wearing merch to a company party this week and got recognized for it.
Yes,
that
you
was
did.
pretty cool. tpublic.com/Bacon Sale. And if you like what's going on here and you want to support us further, visit patreon.com/Bacon Sale. Support starts at just $3 a month, and you can get access to all sorts of behind the scenes fun, including what did we do this week? It was kind of a weird one.
It's a weird one.
I had gas problems.
We judge people.
We don't judge, but we do a little bit on those Bacon Bits, patreon.com/Bacon Sale.
So until next time, are we not men? We are Devo!
Mr. Worldwide.
It's going to be this nebulous thing that changes according to the argument we want to make.
Bacon
Bacon
Sale.
Sale.
You got like robinites in your hair again. Remember watching Netflix on your Wii?
But you had to put a disc in.
Sting is like the ginger ale of Devos. I like Barry Manilow because your mom likes Barry Manilow.
There's a mom bias there. Mom bus number 5.
Agrippin.
What'd you summon? Yeah, is like the male Moulin Rouge.
High notes. Where the whiskey ground and the bears chasing.
He looks like he smells like your grandma's house.
I give you ba ba ba.
He's an Aura vacuum.
Yeah, he's a Canadian hockey fan. Like, you're not going to convince me he's a diva.
Peace on earth, goodwill to men.
That was
And
David Bowie to
also
sing
you
that.
Yeah.
don't deserve rights.
I will be your father figure. Joel and I actually met and we're so happy of all the songs. We're cute.
Stop matching me.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
We're at Disneyland. You having fun? Wow.
Oh, Prince who?
Most people
No, you say
William?
Prince.
I had a crush on Prince William when I was 12.
George Michael isn't even touring. It's whatever I want it to be because I'm a diva.
And you don't see any humanity in Prince.
So
He has no bum.